It was just one phone call, one small moment, one vibration across the table, and he ignored it. At the time, it didn't feel important. That's the dangerous thing about certain moments in life. They never announce themselves. They don't tell you, this is the last chance. They arrive quietly, ordinary, easy to dismiss. Ethan was busy when the phone rang, not with anything meaningful. Just life, noise, stress, distractions, the kind of things that always feel important until something real happens. He glanced at the screen. Mom. He sighed softly, not because he didn't love her, but because he thought there would always be more time. He tapped, "Remind me later," and went back to what he was doing. At first, he didn't think about it again. Hours passed, then another call came. This time, he noticed something strange. No voicemail. That wasn't like her. His mother always left voicemails, long ones, sometimes awkward, sometimes funny, sometimes just random stories about her day, but always something. This time, nothing. He stared at the phone for a few seconds, thought about calling back, then didn't. Tomorrow, he thought. She's probably asleep by now. And somehow, that felt reasonable. The next morning started normally. Coffee, cold air, silence in the apartment. Ethan checked his phone, 3 missed calls, same contact, Mom. A strange feeling hit him then. Small, but sharp, like his body noticed something before his mind did. He called back immediately. No answer. Again. Nothing. He told himself not to overreact. People miss calls all the time. Phones die. People sleep. Life happens. But something inside him already knew. About an hour later, his aunt called, and before she even spoke, he felt it. That horrible feeling. The one where your stomach drops before the words arrive. She's gone. The room became silent. Not physically. Everything around him still existed. Cars outside, the refrigerator humming, wind against the window. But inside his head, everything stopped. Ethan couldn't remember what happened after that. Not clearly, only fragments. His jacket, cold pavement, rain, his hands shaking while unlocking the car, and one thought repeating itself over and over again. She called me. She called me. She called me. At the hospital, he learned what happened. She had felt weak that evening, dizzy, scared. She didn't want to panic anyone. She just wanted to hear his voice. Just for a moment. That was all. One conversation. One small reassurance. One reminder that someone was there. But he wasn't. Not because he hated her. Not because he was cruel. But because he thought there would be another chance. And that thought destroyed him. For weeks, he replayed it, that single moment. The phone lighting up on the table, her name on the screen. Mom. He remembered staring at it, remembered the exact feeling, the tiny hesitation, the choice, and what hurt the most was how unimportant it felt at the time. That's what haunted him. Not a huge mistake, not some dramatic betrayal, just one small decision that seemed harmless. People think regret comes from terrible actions, but sometimes the deepest regret comes from ordinary moments, the ones you barely notice while they're happening. Ethan started listening to her old voicemails after that, again and again and again. He memorized them, every pause, every laugh, every breath. There was one voicemail he couldn't stop replaying. It was old, months old. She said, "Hey, just wanted to hear your voice. Call me when you can. Love you." Simple, normal. But now, it felt unbearable. Because he realized something too late. Sometimes people don't call because they need answers. Sometimes they just don't want to feel alone. And sometimes one missed call becomes something you carry forever. Ethan still kept her contact in his phone. He never deleted it. Couldn't. Every now and then, he opened the old messages, scrolled through years of ordinary conversations. Did you eat? Drive safe. Love you. Things that once felt small, annoying even, now priceless. That's the cruel thing about life. You almost never recognize important moments while they're happening. Only after they're gone. Only after silence replaces them. People believe there will always be more time. More calls, more conversations, more tomorrows. Until suddenly, there isn't. And sometimes, the worst sound in the world is a phone that never rings again.